How can I be so broke? I don't understand. All I do is go to work, come home, sleep, and cry. Oh, it's because I ate today. I forgot that I have to choose between eating and paying my bills. Guess I'll starve.
I don't think that is clicking to a lot of people that groceries, gas, all the necessities that we need to live is outpacing our paychecks. The food we need to eat, the house that we need to afford, all of those things are outpacing how much we take home. People are getting into debt to be able to afford these things. Iowa isn't even affordable anymore. What is going to change? The economy is awful. You are not crazy. You are not trying hard enough. We are literally getting outpaced. You cannot run after a car. You just can't. You're never gonna outpace that.
Have you noticed how a lot of people are actually starting to say the same thing now, which is I'm broke? And actually, a lot of people are not joking about it or trying to say it to just be funny. It's for real, for real. Like, you can absolutely see or feel how much there's literally no money. Like, people don't have money. People are barely trying to survive every day. The economy is so bad that a lot of people are still trying their best and they're still struggling. Like, regardless of the side hustles, regardless of everything, regardless of all how much you extend the hours you work, it's still not really cutting it. Like, you're still falling behind. We are living in times where people are financing every single thing. Situations that were not the case before. Now people are financing literally everything, financing groceries, financing bills, and especially emergency expenses like the credit card. If it ain't there, then they're unable to do it. So that's just what's going on. But before we get right into this video and check out this rant, please make sure you click the like button. It helps with the algorithm and I appreciate that so much. Let's get right into this video.
This economy, you got to be working a job that's going to be beneficial to you in all areas of your life. Not only just the paycheck, but what can you get from that job? If you hungry and you know you don't know how you're going to pay for food and you got to eat, you need to be working a job that's going to feed you. You need to work a restaurant job. You need to work a fast food job, a job where you can get food, maybe even a hotel job. You don't know where you're going to be sleeping. A hotel job might be it, or a leasing consultant job might be it too. You got to work the job that you need resources from. We got to start working stuff that's more beneficial. Okay, if you know your kids need clothes, you need to be working some type of retail job where you know you can get clothes and a discount off the clothes. That's the type of economy we're moving into. You cannot work on these jobs just to be working the jobs for the check, because the check don't just be enough. You need to be able to get something else from that job. Okay, I need to get that 50% off of my next order every time I order on whatever it is. If you work at a auto mechanic shop, you should be able to get free tires or free oil changes or something, or discounts on something, because you know you can't afford the car maintenance. I'm just saying start looking at jobs that's beneficial in all areas, not just the paycheck, because the paychecks ain't paychecking. Okay, you got to be able to bring some type of value into your life some way, somehow. So think about that the next time you're looking for a job, part-time job, this time job. What extra value is it added other than that paycheck that's barely touching the surface? Let it solve the problem that you're struggling with right now. The bills is going to bill, but guess what you can do? You can take care of those extra necessities through that job. And no, I am not saying steal from nobody, but take what you can. Okay?
I don't think we never gonna see low rent, low gas prices, low food, low anything anymore. I don't even think we're gonna see that no more. Shit is rough out here for real. Like, even if you got a good paying job or a career or whatever, shit still is rough, because you got all these other bills and things you gotta take care of. Shit is high. Like, looking for a place to move in is high. Moving from one place to another is money and is high, especially if you're doing it by yourself with no help. Shit is high, and I'm about to get up and move to Idaho or something where the rent is cheap at, and the gas might be high, but I know the shit is cheaper than Miami and other places. But this Miami shit, man, is so fucking high. Make you want to cry.
There has got to be fucking more to life than this. Like, I'm so tired. So tired. I shouldn't feel this way. I'm only 22, and I feel like I'm going insane. Like, I feel like I'm stuck in a fucking loop every day. Like, and I don't want to come on here fucking complaining and shit because, you know, people like to call this generation weak and say that we don't work hard. Bitch, I do nothing but work. Literally nothing. I don't have a fucking life outside of work because I can't. And able to be able to fucking live and afford shit in this generation, I have to fucking work my ass off where I have no social life. I have no time to do anything. I barely have time to even see my fucking family. And I'm 22 years old. These should be the best years of my life, but it's being wasted. It's being wasted. Because I'm stuck in this fucking capitalist society just to fucking live. Like, what are we doing? Why is this normal to everyone? It should not be like this. I don't understand how everyone keeps doing it and keeps going on like nothing's wrong. Like, this is fucking normal. We weren't ever meant to be doing this shit. I can't have a fucking life and live my goddamn life because I'm constantly fucking working, just trying to fucking be able to have a fucking house to fucking live. Like, this is not normal. How have people normalized this shit? I truly don't get it.
I get it now. Politics is just entertainment for rich people. I was thinking about this because every time I look at a political debate, it seems just like a good cop, bad cop sketch. Democrats or people with left-leaning politics always seem to be the ones that's like rational, intelligent, and empathetic. And then right-wingers, Republicans are just there to be contrarian. Even the way Republicans or right-wingers like emote when they're responding to what a Democrat is saying. Like, someone will be saying something about how war is literally killing innocent people, including babies. The camera pans to a Republican being like, this guy. I hate that stupid, like, oh, you know nothing laugh that they do. Like that, like, grin. So punchable. Most punchable fucking faces. And then knowing how, like, a bunch of political moves are literally influenced by billionaires and their corporations, and just like whoever has the most money gets the most authority. It just clicked for me that like all of this is entertainment. Like, everything that's going on is just somebody's entertainment. There is no rhyme or reason besides some very rich person being like, I wonder what happened if we did this. I wonder what happened if we like shot a missile to this other country. Like, I wonder how they'd respond. I wonder what happened if we literally flattened this other country. More specifically, it's gambling. And this is a funny conclusion I'm coming to in this era where promoting gambling is suddenly acceptable again, and with very young audiences. This is also why I've always found something very sinister about the culture of stock and trade. To me, it just feels like, what billionaire faction are you going to claim to be a part of? Like throw up your set just for the stock or whatever, like, entities have the highest stocks. I don't really know how fucking stock works, but always seems to be the corporation that is funneling the most money to atrocities. It reminds me of those flash games that we'd play in like middle school, elementary school, computer lab, where mock catastrophic disaster and you get to choose like what happens to the world, what happens to a country or to a complete population of people. Like, you spawn disease, spawn war, spawn an apocalypse. That's what is actually going on. It's just rich people spawning different catastrophes just to see how it would alter society.
I'm missing out on my youthful years because I'm fucking broke. 18 to 22 has just not even been fun. I hate it because there's hairstyles I want to try and outfits I want to get, places I want to go, and I'm only gonna look like how I look for so much time because I'm young right now, but like, fucking broke.
In this time and age, if you call anyone broke, you're just corny. Because anytime I see anybody with a car and it's like a 2007, like whatever, and people are like, you can't get a newer car, I'm jealous of that person because most likely, they're not making car payments. I'm jealous if you're not making car payments. In this economy, how are you not broke? And I know there are people who are millionaires. I'm not, whatever. But like overall, like the average day person, you work an average job and you calling someone else broke who works an average job makes no sense. Talking about, well, bitch, you work at McDonald's. Fuck. Don't you work at Target? I don't know. Like, why are you being mean to like people who work in the same facet of, it's both customer service? Like, I don't know. I never understood that. Because, like, okay, girl, like, she's making 16, you're making 17. Woo. Like, we're all wage slaves, babe. All of us. So, just because you're mad, calling someone else broke is, I don't know. I feel like that shit is corny. And I feel like this is the wrong time to be calling anyone broke. Especially if y'all are both working minimum wage jobs. I work a minimum wage job. I'm not shady. Nobody that does. I'm just saying when people do, it's I don't know. It's corny.
How am I working full time and still broke? Like, how am I working this much and still stressed about money? Every time I get paid, it's gone to bills. Like, I knew I couldn't keep going on this way. So I started looking for ways to make money online. I'm still new, I'm still learning, I'm still figuring things out, but I know I cannot stay where I am. Follow me if you're tired of giving all your time to a job and still struggling.
Let me tell you why it's so expensive to be poor. And I mean that literally. It costs more money in this country to be poor than it does to be stable. That sounds backwards, but it's not, I promise. It's the whole design, so let me walk you through it. Picture a woman, she works. She gets a paycheck, but she doesn't have a bank account. Maybe the bank closed her account years ago over fees she couldn't catch up on. Maybe she never had enough to keep one open. So when she gets her paycheck, she can't just deposit it. She has to take it to a check cashing place. And they take a cut. Check cashing fees can run up as high as 10% of the check, maybe more in some areas. And she's not bought anything yet. She's not paid a single bill. And that check cashing place has already taken a piece of her paycheck, all for the crime of not having a bank account. Now something breaks, right? Because isn't that how it happens? The car, a tooth, the light bill that got doubled. It doesn't matter. It always happens, and she doesn't have it. Here's the thing about payday loan shops, right? They're not an accident in the neighborhood. They were placed there on purpose. In a lot of low-income areas, there are almost as many payday loan centers as there are banks. So she borrows a few $100s just to, get by. The interest on that loan, annualized, can run over 400%. 400%. And here's how the trap closes, right? When her next payday comes, she can't pay that loan back and still cover her actual life. So she takes out another loan to cover the first one. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau found that 80% of payday loans are rolled over or followed by another loan within 2 weeks. The average borrower ends up taking out about 10 loans per year. A $500 problem ends up being a $2,000 problem. She's now paying for stagnation every single payday. So I know she has problems with her bank, but why didn't she get an account? I hear you. But if she does have a bank account, it's not safer. Banks collected almost $12 billion in overdraft fees in a single year. Now, here's the receipt that tells you everything. 9% of account holders paid 84% of those fees. So listen to me again. A tiny group of mostly people without the financial resources. They're carrying the entire weight of bank overdraft revenue in this country. One overdraft, $29, $35, whatever it might be, for being short by $4. Now, this is the part that we just don't hear enough out loud. If you step back and look at the whole thing, the check cashing fee, the payday loans, the overdrafts, the higher prices at the only store she can walk to, none of that's an accident. None of that is actually the system failing either. Hear me out. There are entire industries, billion-dollar industries, that exist specifically to make money off of people who don't have any. Her poverty is not a problem they're trying to solve. Her poverty is their customer base. So when people sit around and ask why people like her just can't climb out, understand what's actually happening. They're not climbing out of a hole. They're climbing out of a hole while being charged rent on the hole. The system didn't fail to lift people out of poverty, right? The system just figured out how to bill people for staying in it.
As a society, many have fallen into the idea that poorness is closest to being a good person. And I would really like to challenge that this idea that it's only the billionaires and it's only the mega rich people who are evil is the exact reason a lot of you guys are still in bondage, because you refuse to see the evil and the deceit that goes on in your daily lives that regular people who can't make ends meet inflict upon each other's every day. And that is why we cannot come together as one to fight the true enemy, right? This idea that, like, the billionaires that exploit people for labor to make more money are just so inherently evil. Like, what they're doing is evil, yes, but like, you can't afford rent and you're just as evil. We see this in the way that when people are between paychecks, they're the most humble people ever, but the second that they get some money, they're the weirdest bitch on the planet. That is what y'all are. And you guys cannot convince me that the second that you get access to real money, like real world building, life changing money, that you will not turn into the people that you believe to hate, that you are so against. You just don't have the resources and the circumstance to be that evil. But if you did, you totally would. I mean, look at how you treat people in your daily life. Again, y'all are not that good of people. Y'all are just lacking in resources. Resources that would give you the opportunities to be just as bad. Watch it.
And motherfuckers be taking life so fucking serious. They act like we gonna make it out alive. That's the part that baffles me.
And you can't get all your shopping done in one store no more. You got to go to this grocery store, cause maybe a meat just a little bit cheaper at this grocery store than it is down at the other grocery store. But then you go to the other grocery store, cause you probably get grapes for probably about 10 cents less on a pound. And then you go to the other grocery store, cause the milk might be a little bit cheaper. But it say you do it all at one grocery store, you're gonna be out of $5,000. Then you got to search for a gas station, cause down the road the gas station down the road the gas at the gas station might be 15 cents cheaper, but you go back way back yonder and it's $16 a gallon. Then you got to go back home, and by the time you get back home your gas tank back on E. I just stay at the house.
Like, honestly, you can see and you can absolutely feel every pain, like the people's complaints in those videos, their rant. You can feel it because this is actually a realistic situation. This is something that a lot of people are actually dealing with. Some people might not say it out. Some people might not, express how much pain this actually causes, but this is so stressful. The anxiety is just too much. People are just buying things because they need them right now and they'll figure the rest out later. Like, most times people don't even know how tomorrow is going to be. We don't know how the future is going to be. We're just living in it. We're just living and hoping, oh, I hope I'll cross that bridge when I get there. These are the times that we are living in. Unexpected expenses are things that we have to deal with in life. But then, like, this type of things will actually send a person, honestly, like, actually feel like a disaster. I feel like a lot of people are suffering silently. A lot of people are keeping the pain in. Not that maybe saying it out loud actually makes a lot of changes, like, because we've been shouting and talking about this. People have been ranting for so long and nothing really seems to be changing. It's rather maybe becoming more of like a situation where I feel like things are just getting worse. Like, honestly, like every time we turn around, it's like it's just progressively becoming worse and more bad than it was. And to be honest, like, it's getting to the point where I'm starting to feel like today, or how expensive things are today, might be the cheapest. Like, people will be saying this, but I'm starting to feel like, yeah, maybe actually as expensive as things are right now, maybe that's the cheapest. We will see those things. Maybe tomorrow we'll turn around and everything just keeps going up because the prices just keep rising. And then you'll be thinking, maybe today is actually the cheapest. I feel like the amount of people that are living paycheck to paycheck it has significantly increased. Maybe a lot of people are not gonna say it, but I can feel it, and I know that a lot and many of us are living paycheck to paycheck. There's nothing funny about living paycheck to paycheck. That's a position that a lot of us are in. You've made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching this video to the very end. Please don't forget to click the like button. It helps the algorithm, and I appreciate that so much. And subscribe to the channel if you're new here and you're watching me for the very first time. Make sure you hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to see what you think about this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.